So the first claim that my opponent just made was that students of a more affluent background are able to better perform on SAT and ACT tests, which are required to go to any kind of college anyway. And there is evidence that says that more affluent students get training for it and therefore do better and thus can go to better schools. It is a legitimate point to make, but that doesn't solve the problems that exist later. There are still problems that exist where it comes to barriers to entering college anyway. Whether or not you pass those tests, if you're from a low income group, you can't go to college. You can't afford to, whether or not you pass the tests. So even though there is a problem with the way the tests are run that can be solved later, that doesn't discredit the point that making college free will still reduce this incredible difference there. Earlier, he made the claim that said that if you make college free, it doesn't solve the problem, right? That there are still going to be huge cost problems there, right? That the costs aren't just the tuition. So he mentioned that, and he went on to say that you can't just try to fix the problem as it is. You need to go back and fix the debt in the past. So in response to the first thing, he is right that there are more fees to attending college than just the tuition. There is housing or commuting or food and books and so many other things. But I fail to see how that hurts my point. The point is that it's too expensive. Taking out a huge chunk out of that enormous fee still helps overall. Even though you leave some amount of money still there, it's definitely going to assist. And as to his second point, that saying you need to go and attack the $15 trillion debt before you can start preventing future debt, I fail to see how that's a legitimate point either. How is it that you're going to eliminate the existing debt if you allow the current debt to continue to accrue? You allow it to continue to grow and then you can't fix it, right? You need to stop that number from getting bigger before you can eliminate it completely. And in fact, as my evidence earlier showed, that GDP goes up when you invest in education. That's going to help the debt. By increasing the GDP, you help everybody, and it brings that number down. So it's a two-way front that you can attack that debt from. The other thing that I want to say is that he said that it's going to devalue the degree that you're going to get. It's going to make it harder for them to hire you if you have a degree from a free education. But that doesn't address the idea that there are already, you need to have a certain amount of qualifications in order to go into certain jobs. Whether or not it's from a good or bad school, you need that information. Andrew P. Kelly and Sarah Goldrick-Grab in Should Community College Be Free? Education Next talks with Sarah Goldrick-Grab and Andrew P. Kelly, says that U.S. employers complain of a skills gap. They need more employees with technical skills than they can find. There aren't enough people there who can fill these jobs. Workplaces require more technological ability, better social skills, and broader grounding in multiple disciplines. This is exactly what post-secondary education offers, and by increasing the amount of people who enroll in that, you can increase the possible pool that employers can draw from. That's an incredible benefit. Thank you.